Alrighty then, before we go, Katie, are you a person that likes a clean sink, or do the dishes like they just sit around and wait until someone has time to actually wash them, clean them?
David, thank you for saying someone has time.
Someone
Not
has
that
time.
I am the one, because I'm the female who would be the one to do that. But I think our producer is
I would not want to
thinking
imply
that way. Now, yeah, I every night the dishes get loaded in the dishwasher.
Oh, good.
Yep,
so
every
someone does them. They get done. Anyway, one woman claims to have found the ultimate hack for keeping her kitchen clean: no dishes or utensils. So you see, 28-year-old Rebecca Cubberly has gone viral for the simple act of wrapping her kitchen table in tinfoil, which her family then eats off of with their hands. Everything is a snack food. Rebecca says she usually spends at least 30 minutes cleaning up after a meal. This way, she can save 3.5 hours a week by simply throwing away the tinfoil. Interesting. Rebecca also says by making everything into finger foods, her young children are now far more likely to eat different items for meals. Katie, what do you think? Life hack?
No, we're the environmentalists who yell at her for this as well.
The tinfoil?
Tinfoil hat, maybe. No, and no.
Okay. Katie, let me ask you this. Did you pass your driving test on the first try?
You bet I did.
Really?
I did, yeah.
All right. Well,
how about you? Did you?
I don't remember. That was much longer ago than you had to take yours. But I did. One young lady from across the pond seems to be struggling to get her license. So she thought she would outsmart the system by traveling 500 miles to a testing center that claims to have a 90% pass rate. Constance Camphor journeyed all the way to the Isle of Mill off the coast of Scotland to take her second driving test. It was a 10-hour trip. She developed a fear of roundabouts while driving and decided to take her test somewhere that had a lower chance of facing her fear. Sadly, it just wasn't Candace's time, as she ultimately failed the test yet again, this time for crossing over the center lane too many times. Katie, points for out-of-the-box thinking, I guess.
Well, here's the deal, especially over in Europe, but even now in the U.S., the roundabouts are everywhere now.
Oh, roundabouts.
And on that 10-hour trip, she could have just practiced and then just why?
Yeah, she think about that.
She should have gone 5 hours out, 5 hours back, and then she would have been home and take the test and pass.
10 hours, I think 10 hours of driving practice around roundabouts. I think you would nail it after an hour or two. But anyway, let's wrap things up with everyone's favorite satire site, the Babylon Bee.
Here are this week's top 5 Babylon Bee headlines.
So we picked our favorite Babylon Bee headlines to see which one you think should be crowned Queen of the Hive. We start with CDC adds declining math English scores to list of COVID symptoms. Oh gosh, that goes right along with our Monday show. Biden says something smells off about this Dylan chick. Next, after talking to trans TikTok star about womanhood, Biden invites Jimmy Kimmel to come talk about being black. Gosh. Next, in powerful call for nation to calm down, Biden falls asleep. And finally, while eating breakfast Thursday, Fetterman suddenly answers third debate question from Tuesday. Katie, she was trying to just hold it in during so she wouldn't goof up the headlines that I goofed up anyway. But what's your top pick?
Okay, because this is what I did for the Healthy Republic and had to watch that entire interview. Let's go to Biden says something smells off about this Dylan chick. If you
is
don't
that because
know,
he's a sniffer?
The Biden is a sniffer and this Dylan chick is no female. But see, Babylon Bee, perfect. What about you?
There's good ones. I don't know. There were like 3 of them that were tied, I think, for me. It's almost like that every week. Yeah. At least there weren't 5 that 2 of them were, they're good. But yeah, anyway, so we've got to go. That's going to wrap it up for this segment. More to come next time, Katie.